And I'm like,
once you succumb to the torture,
once you
it's not so
succumb
bad.
to it, it's actually kind of circles back around into being soothing. It's a fun time. I'm like,
It's like Stockholm syndrome for music. All right, yeah. So we were just talking to Vivienne. Oh, I did want to hear a little bit more about Bastien.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear.
He's like, you're not French enough.
But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
I'd like to live in a place called Monsignor, low-key. That's cool.
I'm curious how a circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Gislaine, an advantageous connection.
Yeah, so she's Madame de Pompadour, essentially.
When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
You're married to the Duke de Gislaine.
Of course not, my dear. Don't be ridiculous. Marriage is the business of alliance and inheritance. I'm Bastien's mistress.
And what does the Duchess de Gislaine think of this arrangement?
We got along quite well. Duchess Nicoline and I used to host...
Yep, oh yeah, this is what I was thinking of.
She was a great patron of the arts. She passed away from a fever a few years ago. Poor dear.
What duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to lighting lamps and doing parlor tricks. In such troubled times as these, however, I provide political advice to Her Majesty on the subject of the Mage Rebellion.
So I do know one real-life example of this. There was a guy in the court of Queen Elizabeth named John Dee. He was her court astrologer and advisor on, like, occult, arcane stuff. He was also a philosopher, statesman who played a lot of role in kind of developing British imperial policy, and spy and cryptographer. And here's the thing. His spy identification was literally 007. So yeah, that's the idea of an imperial court enchanter. That is the thing that kind of existed in real life. So actually, I guess the thing is basically, Vivienne is essentially part Madame de Pompadour, part John Dee. What? Part Rasputin. Oh yeah, Rasputin's another good example. Yeah, part Rasputin or John Dee.
I think of.
Oh yeah.
I think of like that role in court.
Yeah, low key, I forgot Rasputin existed for a second. Yes. How could I forget? I feel like I've betrayed someone. I don't know. I've betrayed that song I love. Rah rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen.
People get their dick in a jar for the rest of
Always with the questions. What will people say?
I guess I don't have any questions today.
I should go.
Naturally.
That more lore stuff, which we may come back to later, will turn in research. Whee! Oh, hi, Solus.
My friend.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fae.
I would be happy to share it.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found in the Kokari wilds a humble cottage far removed from many of the simple, chastened tribesmen. The trees and weeds had not reclaimed the home, nor did the chastened dare to come and steal the trinkets still remaining. It was empty, long abandoned, but the world feared that you might return.
I think I know who that's hinting to, but I will not say at the moment.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I found an ancient spirit who had once been undisputed king of almost every land I had discovered. Like pride or rage, it was the Fae's reflection of a feeling. When I asked which one it was, the spirit faltered. "They've forgotten," said the spirit. "There remains no word for what I was."
Yeah, that's actually kind of sad and interesting. You know, the idea of like a feeling or an idea that no longer has a word for it. I will also say that like it is interesting playing this game and watching Yellow Jackets because like some of the ways that they talk about spirits in this game versus like Lottie's weird shaman cult thing and the Yellow Jackets, I feel like they're kind of similar, you know?
That's super horror.
Yeah. You know, you got the wilderness spirit and the man with no eyes, especially since like, you know, like the man with no eyes was partly like we now know is like kind of inspired by like that ice cream advertisement, right?
Yeah.
And like spirits of like terror and nightmares in this game too take the forms of people's like nightmares
Tell
and
me about
such.
the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a young canary working in a simple kitchen, baking bread as she was ordered every morning. In every loaf, she broke the rules. She'd take a pinch of sugar and fold it into the center, like a secret. And this act of small rebellion brought a shining smile across her face.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Oh wait, we're here. See, who have we not talked to in a bit? I think a few people actually. So let's kind of make some rounds. Let's go talk to Varric.
Check in with the squad.
Hell yeah. Varric is, where are you? Oh, here he is.
How is his not high?
Yes.
If you've got
He's
questions,
cold, okay?
Yes, because he isn't wearing much.
And then tries to say he isn't cold, he just likes fire.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
Oh yeah.
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
How did you first encounter him?
I don't think we have actually asked about this. So yeah. For you guys to know the backstory of what happened to Corypheus before, this is from Dragon Age 2.
It turned out
It's like a kind of side mission thing where they encountered, yeah,
the room, there
Corypheus.
was a magic barrier that kept you from going back. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful darkspawn.
I've never heard of wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done with it?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens somehow. They couldn't attack him. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks. What is he exactly?
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth, he's one of the people who caused the blights.
Okay, so I know we were saying jokingly that Bianca is Robert Oppenheimer, but I kind of sound like these guys are also Robert Oppenheimer, you know? They became Death, Destroyer of Worlds.
Both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. We killed him. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
All right. I think that's enough about Corypheus.
No problem.
It's good to see you. What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly...
We're coming up in the world.
Yeah, making moves, baby.
Oh yeah, I will say her... Now we can ask her what she thinks about everyone else, which I find funny.
Who did you mean?
I'd love to know how you and Sarah get along.
I know she extracts gossip from the servants, and she keeps prying into things. Sarah's ability to vanish whenever her mischief's discovered must come in handy, however, I'm sure.
Polite, but terse.
I was thinking of Varric.
Oh, I could listen to his tales for hours. He actually let me read a chapter of his next book he's writing. My friends would be sick with envy if they knew.
I wonder if that was also Swords and Shields.
A bit different from his past works. Only 3 beheadings so far.
Could
could still be swords and shields.
We'll never know.
Cole, actually.
Who? Oh, wait, you mean the quiet young man? How strange. I'm sure we must have talked, yet I can't recall what we discussed.
The Iron Bull has had to have made an impression.
He is a loud, unapologetic accident merely waiting to happen. I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
What do you think of Sir Blackwall?
I never truly met Sir Blackwall, but Tom Rainier hardly sits better on the tongue. How could he have kept up this deception for so long?
Yeah, some of these I know do change, you know, depending on where you are in people's personal quests. So, like, her answer before the truth comes out was definitely different. Just, I think, more just like, oh, he's a cool, noble warrior guy.
Commander Cullen came to mind.
The commander is an intelligent, cautious man. I'm grateful he's in charge of our standing army. Still, he does sometimes resemble the man with a hammer to whom everything appears as a nail.
Yeah, that's kind of fair.
What's your impression of Solus?
I suppose I should be wary of an apostate, but our elven mage has conducted himself with the utmost propriety. And he has the most fascinating stories.
Josephine, she just
All
loves
she cares about
stories,
story
yeah.
lore.
She just loves a good story. Well, I mean, remember, that's what it was also like at Wicked Grace. She was like, that story is so scandalous, it could ruin us. Tell it again. Yes.
What do you think of Vivienne?
We've met a few times before at court. She remains a truly accomplished player of the game. So long as her interests align with yours, Madame Vivienne will be a most valuable ally. Just do keep her on your good side, Inquisitor.
You must have an opinion of Dorian.
Who hasn't? The man could cause a scene standing quietly in the center of an empty room. Still, I do believe he has your best interest at heart. For all that he delights in mocking them from time to time.
Yeah, Dorian's hard not to like.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
We gotta go to the bar. Talk to all our people in the bar. Oh, actually, we should probably see if there's more Blood Lotus to gather first. Oh. Hang on, not you.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Oh, hell yeah, we got more Blood Lotus. And you know what that means? Bees.
Or wasps.
Yes, that they will help us gather, upgrade to wasps eventually. Actually, before we leave, I will... We weren't there yet, but we were working there. Actually, before we leave, I'll double check if we have enough ingredients to get closer to that. Oh yeah, and let's talk to our favorite goth baddie, Morrigan, wherever she is. Yep, hello, Morrigan.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
I feel like Morrigan can never say anything without slightly undercutting it, you know?
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah yes, whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari Wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some chantry mage to teach me to control.
Yeah, we
my
can
mind.
tell you stand boldly.
They
Look at
need
how
me
you're
on a
dressed.
leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
It must be nice to have Empress Celine on your side.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kukari Wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. She is the reason the Blight was defeated. We did not part on good terms. I regret a great deal, but that, most of all. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
No one would ever expect you go to France.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement...
Empress Celine is such a big deal, she has multiple Rasputins.
Even for Celine.
Never have enough.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Actually, considering we do know that Celine is a lesbian, the implication of herself surrounding herself with multiple, powerful, attractive sorceresses is, I feel like,
That's
sus.
what she's into.
Yes.
1,000%.
Yeah. And I mean, Rasputin himself, he was, like, kind of getting it on with the queen, right?
Yeah, it was implied there was some sort of weird, not toward relationship going on.
Yeah. Hello, Krem.
Your worship?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
We'll talk later.
And Bull. Howdy, Bull.
Hey, you need me?
I guess I don't need you.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
You didn't really talk.
Good talk, alright. Check in later, buddy. The song.
Inquisitor.
What's the current mood?
Spirited enlightenment. Also drunk.
What's the word out there?
The servants of the Empress sent us a crystal glass full of rose petals cradling a single golden pear. I mean, I assume.
It feels very Beauty and the Beast, you know?
As you were.
Rose petals in a crystal glass. Because I just don't know about the golden pear. I don't know how that works in the Beauty and the Beast thing.
Inquisitor.
There's Sarah. What's up, girl?
Getting serious about main stuff, magic, things. How about not so much?
Oh, this is because we became a necromancer.
So much magic. Great, yeah?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh yeah? Interested, are you?
It is nice knowing that.
I'm just interested in talking to an elf like me.
Don't think so.
Why not?
Well, maybe you're alright. But most elves are too...
Sarah has, I think, some kind of internalized...
right?
Well, I don't know what the equivalent of internalized misogyny for
Well,
elves
who's
is.
we? I'm just fine.
Speciesism.
Yeah.
What do you mean they're too elfy?
Which one do you guys want to say?
Like the dramaticness of just throw it all away.
There's nothing to learn from any of that history.
Yes, don't do that. What? We lost so bad there's nothing left. You figure out what they wore on their deathbed.
I'm not like other elves.
Waste of time.
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
I'm gonna make a basic jokes too.
Alright, how about that, Jordan? You wanna...
I'm into that.
I can make evasive jokes, too.
Oh, you're from wherever. I'm from North wherever.
What?
North wherever. Oh, we had fun on the street and or in local tavern.
Oh, hardy ha. Oh, funny you. It's complicated. I don't like
We
my
had
age.
fun on street and or local tavern.
Maybe.
I loved annual local festival.
Yeah,
It was my favorite insert holiday year of all.
exactly.
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Alright, I kind of like only when I'm boasting.
Yeah, keep up with this snarky little bit.
Oh, certainly. Not a day's effort for the naturally gifted like us.
Well, it's not like that. Takes work. A bit. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Well, it's not like that for other elves, I know that.
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shy company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
Yeah, there are fan theories that Sarah has some low-key magical talent, and that's why she's able to just pick up some stuff, you know, naturally. And of course, she would probably be very not happy to find out that she had that. Because we know she's weird about magic.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
We will, bitch. I'm in charge.
Also, you know, Sarah, it's Inquisitor Llewellyn, who I feel like we've firmly established at this point is, much like myself, an extreme extrovert. She is going to come find you. Hey, Cole.
Trust half an elf.
That's weird.
That sounded vaguely racist, Cole.
Why would you say that to us?
Yeah.
I'd like to talk with you about the Inquisition.
I don't understand it. People talk like it's a person, but it's not even a thing. A dagger can be a way to let pain out, but even if it isn't, it's still a dagger. The Inquisition isn't real unless it has something real to make it. It's like a spirit.
Yeah, that's actually, so I remember like Marx and stuff talking about like when humans like organize themselves into like specific kind of like social and political units, it's an abstraction that we give meaning as we make it up. So it's kind of like a spirit, yeah, it's an imagined thing.
What did you think about what happened at Adamant?
What do you want to hear?
The nightmare said terrible things to all of us. You included.
It said it was like me. No, I was like it. Worse, a lie, twisted to hurt unless it isn't. I help the hurt, then make them forget so I fly free. It steals their fear, gloating, gluttonous. I don't make them forget for me. It's for them, easier for them, but it's for me too, so I can wash clean. I'm not like it. I'm not. I'm me. And if I'm not, you'll stop me. You'll kill me.
Yeah. If you become a demon, we'll take you down.
Yeah, that's fair. We can handle that.
If you start hurting innocent people, I'll kill you.
Good. Before was wrong. But that was when I didn't know. I can't not know again. No one gets hurt because of me. Please.
Yeah, Cole is the first, like, main character in these games that we've had so far who's actually, like, a spirit himself. So I think it's really interesting. You can tell they're, like, putting an effort to try and figure out, like, how would a person who's a spirit think and talk? I think the way they kind of render it is really interesting. Even if it's very confusing sometimes.
Or the divine, or the spirit acting like her. What did you think she was?
Helpful.
That isn't an answer.
It was hers. Spirits aren't able to do what I do, but I can. I am me. She was her, whatever she was.
I think that's saying that if it was a spirit, it was one that had absorbed enough of the divine's memories that it almost doesn't matter. In the ways that mattered, it was her.
What did you think of the fortress itself?
It scared me before. I couldn't feel through the fear. This time it was sad. Too much pain, darkness. They die in waves against the walls, bleeding, but the blood inside is the same. No one should live there. Bad things happen.
You seemed to be uncomfortable in the Fade.
Yes, wrought, right and rigid. Can't relax, can't release. Shouldn't have been there like that. Like looking at a picture of yourself, but you're a picture too. I wanted to flit, fly, flow back to freedom, but frozen instead. Frightened. Not like that. It should be like me.
So what was that show? It was H2O, right, with the mermaid thing?
Yeah.
So when Cole was talking about, like, if I'm back in the Fade, I should be able to operate as a spirit, but I was stuck in human form. I feel like that kind of be the equivalent of, like, one of these mermaid people, but it's like if they're in the water, but they weren't turning back into mermaid form, and that would probably be very confusing for them.
That is a plot point or something.
Oh, really? Okay. So yeah, it's kind of similar.
What did you think of the Grey Wardens?
They obeyed orders to hurt people they were supposed to protect. They were like the bad Templars. You should have banished them.
Yeah, he did disapprove when we made that choice.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Everyone can just get the fuck over it.
Yeah, I still feel like the problem with this, yeah, the Wardens did some really bad stuff, but they're also the only people who can stop the Blight. So it's like...
Let's just, like, all agree to keep a closer eye on the situation as a group going forward. But
yeah.
Let's maybe not just eliminate that option altogether.
Yeah, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Howdy, Cullen. Oh, cutscene. Hello. He's like, I always love to come out here and let my hair and feathers soar majestically in the wind.
If there's anything... This sounds much better in my head.
I trust you're feeling better?
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
What do y'all want to say?
Try to avoid that.
I don't know. I might suggest we're talking about him getting over drug addiction, so...
Yeah, we could do. I'm glad I could help.
I feel like we should be more gentle here.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was...
Yeah, this is the thing that happened in Dragon Age Origins.
I was angry. For years, that anger blinded me. I'm not proud of the man that made me.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
I think the point was like try to avoid like getting too stuck in the past or overthinking or something. I think he is too hard on yourself, don't you guys think? Yeah.
You're a better person than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate the thought, but I know who I am. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
I think my friends keep me grounded feels like the vibe, you know? That's what I feel like our Inquisitor is. Her friends are everything to her.
I've met good people here. Knowing they have my back, it helps.
You certainly keep interesting company. I suppose I do as well.
Yeah, like, dude, all of my friends at this point are your friends. You're stuck with us weirdos too.
I'm the same here now.
Yes. You were there playing poker with us, and as I recall, losing all of your clothing. Crap. Alright. Now we gotta go find Blackwall, I think. I would go talk to Liliana, but we do still have to actually do her personal quests, so... Which we'll probably do after we found the last desert thing, which I think we'll go to after we talk to our boy Blackwall.
The war in Olay has claimed too many lives. I
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
Very intense.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Talked with Solus the other day. That man knows all there is to know about everything.
Yep.
Basically.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
Oh, he has a crush on her.
What's the level of crafty you expect from her?
I think what he means is that Josephine's really sweet, and a lot of people seem to not realize she's also low-key very devious.
Yeah.
I honestly, to me, Josephine is a lot like Ted Lasso, in that Ted is also like a really wholesome, nice guy, but he's also low-key devious. Alright, to the desert. Alright, and we're going to take Dorian, we'll take Iron Bull, we'll take Blackwall.
Nothing to report, sir.
Okay, so yeah, the hint he gave us last time. The last tomb is directly between two of the camp locations. So there's one here, a camp over here. So let's see if we head over this way, if that takes us, actually first we gotta review. The Tomb of Pharrell. We found that one. Remember, that was the one that we got at the end of last time. And we found this one because that was the one that was between four pillars. I think it was the first one we found. And we did find that one because that was the one we essentially had to drop down to from above. It's this one. Okay, so we're looking for an opening in a tunnel of some kind. It looks like there's an opening down there. And there's a little dwarven statue up there. And this is the angle that the rocks look like from here. Okay. So there are the rocks. Looks like we might not be too far from the angle. Oh, Blackwall with your cheese wheel shield. I am glad that they made that cheese wheel shield relatively strong so that there'd be no pressure to switch it out with another shield, because every time I see it, it makes me happy.
It's a hard cheese.
It's a very hard cheese. So, what is it, a hard rind cheese? Is that the terminology?
Hard cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, like hard
There's
cheese.
hard cheeses and soft cheeses.
Yeah.
Like a Parmesan.
Oh, yeah.
But typically, you would assume most hard cheeses have a rind.
Yeah.
Have you seen those like creators who are like, check out my huge cheese wheel, and then they like keep making like bowls of pasta, like cooking the
Oh yeah, there's places that like restaurants that do that too.
Okay. So, so there's like this canyon area halfway between this and the other camp. So I'm wondering if maybe we go down this canyon area, we might find something that looks like the right angle. Because, hang on, let me see. Fishing wastes. The Tomb of Pharrell. What was the name? Canyon Tomb. So yeah, probably. It's probably in the canyon. And this does look like the right angle. So yeah, maybe the cave opening is going to be on the side of one of these. Like on one of these canyon walls. Gonna keep an eye out for a dwarf statue somewhere down here.
But you can't really see the little the stuff in the back.
Yeah, you can't. Maybe toward the other side of the canyon. I wonder if there'll be something there. Like something more visible, I mean.
I can't even see well enough.
It's really the slowest burn in history. Dorian and I are both.
Yes.
When the fuck are they gonna talk?
Finally find a cave. Alright guys, we're sitting here until something happens.
I refuse to let us advance until you two speak to each other.
It's like one of those old rom-coms, right? You know, where it's like the couple are fighting because of something that could be solved if they talk for 5 minutes. It's like, just talk to each other.
It's like a really old YouTube video of like Romeo and Juliet if they had cell phones. It's just like, Juliet, hey, I'm gonna pretend to kill myself, so when you get there, don't do anything, just wait for me to wake up. And it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah, that would absolutely solve the problem. Okay. We got to the other side of the canyon, and I didn't see... Okay, now we're in the shallow basin, so I'm guessing it's probably not there. So maybe it's near the canyon, but not in the canyon. We'll go back to the... We'll pass...
Can Chris do like a Marco Polo sort of? If you get close, do Polo.
Or caught and cold, yeah.
You never played Marco Polo.
I played it in the pool. I did play it in the pool once. At least a couple times, I think.
It was never my most favorite.
That was more of a sharks and minnows.
Ah, yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I do get free pool passes at my neighborhood pool. So next summer, if you guys want to hang at the pool with me. Yeah, I think it's like or technically it's like very cheap for like 6 pool passes, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like that one spot near here that has like I can never remember the name. I feel like it's like something watering hole. It has like the thing where you can get all the tubes and you just kind of laze around. The lazy river. The lazy river, yeah.
Oh yes. Sorry, for a moment I thought you were talking about a location in the game, so I was looking at the map. Oh yeah. Yeah, the water mine, which is actually quite near here, it has a lazy river. Have you guys been to the water mine?
Used to be my favorite when I was a kid.
Yeah, I've been to the water.
Honestly, we should go on the lazy river sometime.
I like grabbing an inner tube and
Oh, a comment from Chris. Dorian and Iron Bull are a will they, won't they worse than a rom-com with greedy executives.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, accurate.
At this point, it's kind of cool that they have it.
Yeah, I swear I've played games where it triggered earlier than this.
They send someone.
This is a conspiracy. So they have talk. It's always to the third party.
Yes.
So deep.
Yes. What's happening?
It's like, usually it's useless lesbians that we have this problem with, but these guys are dudes, so what's your excuse? So I do see that there is a cave entrance here, but I really want to try finding the actual location, but I like the perspective puzzle, so maybe that'll bring us back to it, but I can't see the thing, so I don't know. Whee! I'm the Flash! Alright, I'm gonna search around the other opening in the canyon. If I can't find anything, I'm gonna ask Chris at that point for another hint. Yes. Alright, let's see. So, canyon opening. And we are, in fact, roughly between two camps. Okay. So you have this. And there's an entrance. And let's see. What we're looking for is these in the back. The tip of this should be like basically just about vanishing behind this one. And these ones should have like, I don't know how much distance I would call that. Like a little gap. Like maybe about the distance, same size as this little statue here. Okay. That looks roughly right. Like one of them is vanishing behind the other. The gap looks about the right size. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm texting Chris. Blackwall does need to level up, it looks like, so while I'm waiting on Chris, I'll level him up. The more foes near, the harder you fight and the tougher you get. That sounds useful. Oh, wait, maybe... Wait a minute, I think I know what's going on. Okay.
you see?
I think I see this.
Is that the thing?
Yeah, we gotta get, let's see, find the right angle so that we can actually see the rocks behind it. But I think that's the statue, and I think it's telling us just that we need to go enter that into the canyon. Because that would explain the one that we found that was in the canyon. Hissing Wastes, the Tomb of Pharrell, Lady Codex, previous. Okay, so it's gotta be right above that entrance. So like... Yeah, I think that's roughly it. Or if we stood, like, back here, maybe? That would look, I think, even more exactly like the right angle. Oh. I think it glitched out of existence there for a second. Okay, but yeah. Like, look. Hissing Wastes. Okay, yeah, this I think is the angle, and you can see the opening from there.
Never mind, Chris.
So I think, yeah, well, he did actually say something. He said, well, basically, he said, yeah, the one that we found in the canyon was in fact the final tomb that we're looking for. But it's just, again, I wanted to figure out the actual perspective, like where are they wanting it? How is this supposed to be the clue? So yeah, I think what they're saying is, you see that hole, you need to go through the hole and just walk until you find the tomb. Okay, so we're going to walk in here, basically following the arrow. And yeah, this is the one that we found here. So this is it sounds like. Alright, and like last time, we gotta make the story in order, and that's how we... That's how we know the right order of things to, Let's get some more light in here. Some mood lighting.
Honestly, candles are a vibe. I would light more of them if I wasn't scared of things catching on fire.
Okay. After many years, Pharrell, greatest of paragons, could not bear life's burden. That sounds like the beginning of a thing, so I'm going to guess that's probably the first. So, from the entrance, that one on the left is probably the first. Let's read the second one. And with the burden growing, okay, yeah, because he said there is, after he could not bear life's burden, and with the burden growing, so left and then right, from the entrance, it's, yeah, left and then right, and then let's see what's going on with these ones. And the brothers swore and mourned, okay, I'm not sure if that's right, so let's see if this one. He bade each son swear he would take care of his brother, and the brothers swore. Okay, so it looks like it goes left from the entrance, left, back, left. Yeah. No demons appearing, so that means that one was right. Still no demons. Good. Still no demons. Also good. Yes.
This place. Know why it lasted so long? Siege mentality. It may be above ground, but the old dwarves built this city like a mountain might fall on it.
When did you study architecture?
You learn a few things about walls after knocking enough of them down. You're good with that sword. Thanks. I see all that time on your own has given you a firm grip.
Ooh.
Blackwall, stop flirting.
Though to be fair, Bull was flirting with him.
It's true. That was bold.
Okay, we got a key fragment. The ring of guard penetration. Well, I certainly wish someone would penetrate something. Blue and purple are more valuable, FYI, so I'm trying to whenever I see we need to delete something, I usually go for the gray ones, because those are, like, common.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like, you can see there's the purple, purple's the royal color. Those are all the ones, like with the accessories, those are called superb. And then the blue ones are enhanced. And then the gray ones are just ordinary. So yeah, I can destroy a couple of those. They're not worth very much.
I don't know, grenades belt is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I kept the grenades belt, so we have more room for bees. But like I destroyed the other two.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm pro grenades. A melee defense belt, that does sound good for Bull to keep him alive. Cooldown amulet. Enhanced cooldown amulet versus cooldown amulet. Yeah, we should definitely switch those.
Yeah, one's enhanced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be stupid not to.
Exactly. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give, I think, Iron Bull the superb ring of guard penetration, because I feel like he would appreciate a ring that penetrates,
Yeah.
That's his vibe.
He's immature like that, but we love it.
Okay, so those were the 4 primary tombs, and now there's the bigger tomb.
There'll be more tombs.
Yeah, I think so, yeah, because although I think we essentially stumbled across the actual one earlier. Related, previous, yeah, it's this. And I think we actually did find this one earlier.
Do you remember where it is?
I believe so. Because it was toward this side of the map, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'll mark it. All this reminds me, do you guys know Brian David Gilbert?
Yes.
For Jordan, then, he's this guy.
Sounds really familiar.
What?
He's on, do you remember, I'm actually fact checker, he was one of them.
Okay, yeah, I do know who he is. So,
Yeah.
Right, so go,
Yeah, one of his Polygon things, when he was, like his game journalism things on Polygon, he was doing a thing about tracking the number of OSHA regulations in every Smash Bros. Stage. And there was at one point where he was like, okay, I have to confine this to things that are specifically focused on, like, construction, which means, unfortunately, I can't count certain things from the Ocean Manual, which is sad, because one of the sections is steel erection. And I thought that was funny. Oh yeah, here's just a shopping thing, but there's no one here. Read. Welcome to my shop. Be back soon. Betyar will make change for you. Okay. Who is Betyar? Yes. What is
Betyar?
What is Betyar? Yes. I hope Betyar wasn't one of the spiders we just killed or something.
Then how will we get change?
How I feel every time I try and go to Marty's place for
Yes.
like, why are you never here?
I have to work.
Bees. Oh, there's a question mark on this map. Interesting. Let's find out what the question mark is. Gotta follow a good question mark, you know? Actually, I will say, just to... I'm pretty sure I remember where it is, but just to help with Chris. So I'll text Chris just in case. So yeah, I think the way it works is those tombs were like where we found the key fragments, and then there's a final tomb that we use, you know, we use those fragments to open with that key we assemble. Maybe it's up on top of this hill then. Yeah, that makes sense. So, Jordan, should we in fact add H2O?
Just add water?
Yeah, should we add that to our to-watch list eventually?
I don't know if it's worth that. There's other things that we probably play this to watch, but... If we're ever just having, like, a drunken whatever night, I'd throw on that, or, like, old school VH1 reality shows. Not, like, a full-on watch through. With you guys both not having seen Stranger Things,
Yes.
I think that's a good pick.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I definitely do want to check that
I haven't
out.
watched the earlier seasons since they, like, came out, which was a decade ago. And especially because there's, like, another drop of episodes on Christmas, and then I think the finale is New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was looking through like movies streaming or like movies in theaters, and I saw one for Stranger Things, and I'm like, is there a theatrical release for the finale?
Oh yeah, speaking of which, do you guys want to come over for New Year's Eve?
I'd be down to do something. I'll be back in town.
Cool.
Around that time, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to Pennsylvania or not.
Okay.
Quite possibly.
No, but invite to both of you. We can come by on New Year's. Yeah, Chris says that the place where I think it is correct. Because earlier I do distinctly, because the picture for the last one is like an entrance between two big dwarven statues, and earlier I distinctly remember finding an area that was like really only accessible by an opening between two dwarven statues, so I'm thinking that was it. Okay. But first we gotta figure out what the question mark is. Oh, I'm assuming it's probably this Fade Rift. Good thing I have the Mark of the Rift ability saved up, so I can just, like, vacuum up some of these fuckers. Yeah, like, let's see. Can I get as many of them as possible within range, and then... Yeah, that just melted that entire first wave of them. And now, Dispel. Yep, took 2 out. Oh yeah, bees. It really does make me think of Ghostbusters with all the green energy flowing out, you know? I wonder if that was one of the inspirations. Alright, now to the place. Now we're gonna make our way over to the place that I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that looks like is where we were gonna find the last tomb. I will say, I do hope that once we find the stuff in this tomb, we try to, like, see if there's any, like, relatives of this Pharrell guy who are still alive, because, like, I don't want to be, like, one of those, like, Tomb Raider guys who's just, like, stealing local indigenous people stuff, you know?
Yeah. You find out at the end of the game, you're actually the villain.
Yeah. Well, you know, what's that thing from The Dark Knight? You either die here, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain?
There's a thing in Civilization where, like, once you research certain tech, you can, like, excavate antiquity sites to get antiquities to put in your museums.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're in your territory, which is great. Sometimes they're in open ocean or unmarked territory. Sometimes they're in other people's territory. And you can just straight up send your archaeologists into other people's land and dig up their antiquities and bring them back home to your museum. And it does piss the people off, but it's just like, there's almost no repercussions to it. And I feel very evil every time I'm doing it. But I was also like, I want the museum bonuses, so like I have to get as many as possible. Finally started playing Civ 7, and I had a good game started earlier, and then fucking Xerxes attacked me out of nowhere. He's a jerk. Sent in 1 million troops.
Could you say he's a Zerk?
Yes. He's a real jerk-steez. It's very frustrating.
That does sound frustrating.
And I, like, never focus on military, so I never have a standing army. Sometimes I can, like, get away with it because I'm so, like, technologically advanced and have so much money, I can just, like, buy up an army quickly. And
Gandhi would be ashamed of you.
In this case, I could not do that. So I'm just, like...
Oh, fuck, Pride Demon. Bees, we're definitely going right for the bees with this fucker. But yeah, that, so did you piss people off trying to buy with museums and then you had to fight off their army?
So like the guy was mad at me because his civilization was, like, one of his cities was unhappy, so they left doing
Dang.
And so I got like a free city, but then later one of my cities was unhappy and left to join him, and I was like, oh, we're not doing that, I want that back. So I like marched in with soldiers and I like reclaimed my own city, but I didn't kill any of his men. It was undefended because it was my city that had just like no defense for himself. Just like walked in with like 2 little archers and got back. And then after that, like, by doing that, I had to declare war. Because it technically wasn't my city anymore. So I did technically declare war on him after already getting it. And then the way Civ 7 works is like each age that you go into, like, can reset things. It's very complicated, but so basically, like, we went into the new age, we weren't at war anymore, but we still had leftover hostility from the previous age. And then he was the only person who was mad at me. Everyone else, like, one was neutral, two were like hearts, like little besties, and one was cool with me. And he was the only one that had a problem. And then I spent all these influence points to, like, offer an olive branch and try to do reconciliation efforts to, like, improve our relationship. And he was like, yeah, totally, let's do reconciliation efforts. And then 2 turns later, dozens of troops outside my capital. I was like, the fuck, man?
Did he declare war?
Yeah.
So that was when you discovered that appeasement doesn't work?
Yes.
That was when you realized that
Well, to be fair, I didn't really do anything to appease him. I was like, can we just be cool? And he was like, yeah. And then he wasn't cool.
Generally, historically,
kind of how it goes.
Yep.
That happens. Yeah.
Peace in our time.
Debating whether I'll go back and actually try to finish the game and see what happens.
Does Civilization have a multiplayer mode?
Yeah.
It could be fun. I've been meaning to get into Civilization. Maybe we could play it together sometime.
Yeah. We down. I've been playing for most of my life and I'm still shit.
I mean, I'm a history nerd. I feel like I'd enjoy it.
Oh yeah, I mean, for people who love history, it's like such an awesome game. I just like my enjoyment of it is like building cool shit.
Oh yeah, that's also
like,
fun.
Building the wonders and like building cute little cities and towns.
Yeah, that's why I like Minecraft. Oh, by the way, Chris and I and a couple other friends of ours have been playing a lot of Minecraft together recently. If you guys ever want to try Minecraft and join us, you're welcome to. If you like building cool things, I think you'd enjoy Minecraft, Jordan.
I kind of want us to do like something like The Sims or something together.
Ooh, yeah. You can build a little sim community. A Worn Diary. Jordan, would you like to read the Worn Diary?
This book appears to be a diary, with strange charts and illustrations drawn beside thin, cramped columns of text. At first, I thought the rocks that glow fell from the sky, but the spirits whispered that these shards have been here for ages, as you reckon. Did the tear in the veil reveal these stones? Is that why the strangely dressed mages want them? Yesterday they were erecting skulls of all things, on top of pillars. The spirits warned me to hide. It's a good thing I listened. I saw one of the mages cut a man open with a dagger and milk the power of his blood. And I'm afraid of a man who would do that to another as if it's nothing. I thought Templars were supposed to stop blood mages, but the ones that came were strange, red, and are working with mages. The spirits breathe. It's very alarming. They've been urging me to run further into the wastes, but my supplies are low. I'll go in a few days if hunting goes well.
I'm guessing by this corpse, hunting did not go well.
I was gonna guess the same thing.
Alright. And good thing. Yep, the bees do seem to be working on the terrors, thankfully.
Once again, where is the crack gate simulator?
Yeah, that's definitely.
Play as the bee.
I would love to be like those like people who are like, I have a little candy in my pocket.
Yes.
Mondraste business, Blackwood?
Oh, come on!
I just need to know you're capable of higher thought. For my own comfort.
Maybe they're shy.
Then you'd be better served giving me a word puzzle.
You'd do a word puzzle if I gave it to you?
Not a chance.
I feel like I know this isn't the point of that conversation, but I would find it hilarious if Blackwall was essentially just hilarious in that.
That would be funny.
Like, he's just like, I wouldn't do them because I'm actually terrible.
That would be very funny, yes.
And also, I can kind of, I don't know.
Like, I could kind of see it in his eyes.
I mean, given that all the trouble we've been having with the puzzles in this game, it's not like we're in any position to judge.
But I think, like, if there was, like, a
I'm
word...
good at word puzzles.
Like,
I'm not good at math puzzles.
Give me a Wordle, and I'll usually crush it. I say usually because sometimes they give you a word, and I'm like, there's too many options of what that word could end in.
Yeah, it's like, I don't have a perfect record, but I have like a 96 or 97% success rate on Wordle.
I have a love-hate connection. I have a love-hate relationship with connections. So.
Connections can be so frustrating.
Connections, sometimes you get one, and I'm like, okay, 5 seconds, I've cleared this. I already know where everything is. And then usually there's like the one day where you're like, what is this one grouping supposed to be?
Yeah, and it's like sometimes you get down to the end and it's like you have no idea what the last one was supposed to be, but you get it by default.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like you can't even get to that part. It's so
oh my god. I'm kind of meh on tips.
I like it sometimes. I kind of often weirdly enough the medium ones are like the hardest.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I do like strands.
I'll often do strands. I mean, like, I always do like Wordle and like Bane and the crosswords. I try to be better about doing that. So I think I do everything. I don't like Letterboxd. I don't fucking like that.
I kind of think it's kind of underrated.
I don't know. I find it too easy. Spelling bee.
I don't love that.
Every once in a while. I got pretty good today. 27 words. Out of 8. Out of 10. One more word.
Go back to those Wordle, but like 8 Wordles or like however many Wordles.
Are you on the do you have like the app?
No, because for a while I was doing Wordle, and that was pretty easy. I will say for Wordle,
Get the app. We can be on each other's leaderboards.
Ooh, yeah.
And see each other's scores.
Cool.
But that's only for mini Wordle connections and spelling bee. It's for right now with the tracks, but they might expand.
Okay.
It does sound fun.
It does remind me. I also have to. I downloaded the thing that Liz has with like the book tracker, but I need to like get back to reading more books. I really think we should start a book club.
Yes, I would love to. We should start a book club.
Like just any books, book of the month, book of the whatever. However long it takes for us to finish the book.
Again, I request that our first book be Hard in Hightown.
Let's do it.
And then next maybe, how about I'm Glad My Mom Died, because I really do want to read that one.
I'd read it again.
Especially since I do like Connect with her.
Oh yeah, she seems like a very cool and very talented lady.
Yeah, I think her music was really underrated.
I actually haven't heard her music. I'll have to check it out sometime.
It's nice. It's kind of like a country but good. Not the bad kind of.
Not the country girls pickup truck. I want a fucking tractor country.
Yeah.
I don't like bro country.
Yeah,
There's
bro
so many
country.
other really creepy
Yeah.
parts of country that's like sad. It's so prevalent, like when it's amplified.
Yeah, it's bro country. I feel like is like kind of what happens when like, you know, Big and Rich got popular and everyone was like, well, what if we rip off Big and Rich but without, you know, any of the fun parts?
It's like even like all the, you know, Tim McGraw and Toby Keith and like all these guys that have like these big country careers, like they were never like that. Although,
Yeah.
Post 9/11 country music, really.
Yeah.
That's the other problem. Do it, yeah.
I remember at the same time, cause like obviously I was a kid in the 2010s, and I was watching iCarly, and so I also was listening to Miranda Cosgrove, and it was fine, but it wasn't as good as, you know, the 30s, and I was like, what's happening? Why is this getting no air radio play?
Miranda Cosgrove for her part in School of Rock had to get lessons from the director on how to sing bad because she was too good.
Yeah. Jeanette McCurdy's album called Jeanette McCurdy. Give it a listen.
It's not a great name, honestly.
I'm gonna drop it in our chat, but give it a listen. I forgot that it was just named Jeanette McCurdy.
Not a name that you should have like a self-titled album. I'm sorry, girl.
Yeah.
Love you. Think you
Oh yeah, and this is what I meant, these two big statues.
Okay.
Again, very Art Deco. Yep, Tomb of Pharrell.
I kind of want to read if we're making book suggestions.
Let's
Yes.
look around.
Oh, I thought there was going to be more to that.
No, she's just looking around.
No, just look around. Not on anything in particular. Just around.
What were you saying, Mai?
But I want to die, but I want to die, but I want to eat the Hoki. Although apparently the author of that book recently did die.
Oh snap! Okay.
Unfortunately, I think it was said to be from suicide.
Oh no.
So,
That is sad.
But it was, from what I hear of the book, it's supposed to be like this powerful, like it's her recording, or not recording, but detailing all of the sessions that she had with her therapist about like her mental health struggles. It goes into like a lot of different things. I think there's an implied thing about
There's our dragon.
her relationship with like alcohol, her relationship with how to treat people.
Oh yeah, there's a dragon. We're gonna probably want to move around the dragon.
Yeah, don't try it. It's pretty powerful, but it's like in a lot of Asian cultures, mental health isn't always
Yeah, like that's why in Japan and South Korea there's a pretty high suicide rate, isn't there?
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool, but I was like, but it does make me want to really read it now. From what I've seen.
Okay, so there is one of the keys that we still need to find, I guess. That's okay. It gives us a bit more time to get Dorian and Iron Bull to hopefully converse. But yeah, that sounds like a really interesting book, I would say.
Yeah, like it's a very raw someone like currently in one area. Like them exposing themselves like that. And then for my joke book recommendation, Model Land by Tyler Banks.
So good.
I too want to know what Tsukida the Brand is doing. I don't even what she's like going to like she's in Model Land.
Yeah.
That's the book.
What don't you understand?
I'm like, I feel like there was supposed to be more to that, but I was like,
it's like model school, model
Yeah.
training, essentially,
yeah.
is what it is.
I remember just like, because I used to also, again, as a teenage girl in the 2000s and 2010s, I would watch America's Next Top Model, and there was like that one season, I don't remember, I think it was the one with like, one of the ones with both guys and girls. But they filmed a teaser trailer for the book, because at the same time it was releasing, and I was like,
that's so funny.
I watched this whole thing, and I'm like, I still don't know what this book is about. You somehow managed to make a teaser trailer that tells me nothing about what this book is about. Like, it could be about anything. all I've gotten is an uncomfortable scene where someone gets fed whipped cream by another person.
Okay.
I don't know what it's about. Does that
Okay.
happen in the book? I don't know. It could, or it might not. It's Tyra Banks.
Wait, this is Tyra Banks?
Tyra Banks wrote a book. Yeah. Or maybe Ghost wrote a book.
I guess I don't know how much a ghostwriter is involved.
That's true. From what I've read,
it's so unhinged.
It reads like Tyra Banks.
That blogger's website that I sent you does the recaps.
Yeah.
Has one for Model Land, but it's on her Patreon. Her Patreon's super cheap, so I would recommend it. But you should read the free ones on her website that I sent you. So it has like all 3 of the 50 Shades books and a couple of other ones that she's done.
I still can't believe there were 3.
So funny.
Yeah, there were, I think the original fic came in 2 sections, and then they converted that into 3 books, which then became 3 movies.
Yeah. But someone was really like, more.
What's next in the story? I have to know. Let's picture the last one.
I remember the day I found out it was Twilight, and I was like, you know what, a lot of things actually make a lot more sense to me.
Yeah.
No Kunari would accept it to Vinter Mage.
Oh, here's a talking.
Unless it was a ruse. When should I expect a knife in the back?
You ever use that fancy magic of yours to burn down a dormitory full of kids?
Not today.
Well,
Then I wouldn't.
Well, because Venatori do that frequently.
Need a knife in
So.
the back first.
that's some sexy talk right there.
Yeah. Well, remember that Iron Bull has PTSD because of all the time you spent fighting Venatori or Tevinter mages in Saharon. So that's where he's coming from with that.
He did so long. That's the opener.
Yeah, I mean, again, the one we're looking for that will seal it in will be the one of them will be like, so about last night. Okay, I'm gonna consult with Chris again. Okay, so the ones that we found. Lady Codex. Okay, so we definitely found this one because that was the one that was really tricky. Remember the perspective? We found that one. And I do remember us finding this. We found these 4 pillars, and we looked between the pillars, and there was an entry point. And then there was one that was up on the hill near the rocks where we dropped down into it from above. I remember us getting that one. So that's 3. And then this one we just got. So that's 4. And then that's a Tomb of Pharrell itself, which we went into. So wait, where's the...
Where's the other one? I feel like they should have, as part of the interface, like a little, like, check mark or something. To be like, you got it. Did it.
Yeah.
Just so you remember.
Yeah, we got the 4-pillar tomb.
Just like a little build bubble or something.
Okay, Chris says there is another sketch, and we just haven't gotten the sketch, so he's going to tell us where to get the sketch. Okay, he says... Okay. That it's near one of the camp things, one of the camps that's up on the hill. I'm actually going to try and avoid actually making camp, because I think that resets the conversation thing, so for the sake of Bull and Dorian, I'm going to avoid actually making camp, but we can walk by the camp, and that should be fun. I will say, nice view of the moon and, like, the mountains in front of it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris says we may have to make camp. Okay. Well, hopefully once we do make camp, there'll be enough time from that to trigger the conversation again. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's see if we can make it up this hill or not. It's gonna be tense, I can tell.
Well, tricky hills. You can do magic and like open space time rifts and all sorts of shit, but hills?
We should get a grappling hook.
Yeah, we really should.
We should invest in a grappling hook.
Yeah, I feel like grappling hooks have to exist in this world. They're not that difficult to make. We should get Bianca to make one. I feel like if she can make a crossbow, she can make a grappling hook.
We're really struggling with elevated terrain.
Yes.
If it's good enough for Batman.
Okay, good news. We were in fact able to get up there.
Thank goodness.
I do love how the moon here is just always full.
No moon phases, just moon.
I don't know what the implication of that would be.
I don't remember the order of waxing or waning.
Waxing is when it's becoming closer to full. Waning is when it's becoming closer to new.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to work my way through these camps along this hill until we find the one that gives us the thing, and then we're going to go hunting for it.
Maybe you don't get fall damage, right? From the slider down.
Yeah, if you, like, actually fall, you'll get damage, but I think sliding is usually safe. That fall damage, but
that'll do it.
But we're alright.
Get back up, dust yourself off.
Drink another Coke.
Dust yourself off and shine.
Everyone just behind the Inquisitor, just watching her leaving, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, don't help anybody, I got it.
Nothing to report, sir.
Oh well, the one good thing is since we are at camp, we can probably refill bees.
Report, sir.
I think I might have glitched something here. Oh. Yes, I did, just because I wasn't... That was deliberate, because I wasn't sure what was happening with the Inquisitor. Oh. Alright. Confusion. Yeah, we got some bee grenades and a confusion grenade.
Honestly, once I free up after this show, I would love to do like a book club, just to, if nothing else, to like help us all make dents in whatever books we
Oh, yes.
that we have not read, because I have many.
Oh, yes.
I have a shameful amount.
Oh, yes, same.
I also have Crying in Age.
Crying in Age. What is that?
I believe it's autobiography of like a Korean woman who, if I'm remembering correctly, it's been so long since I've heard this, I barely remember what the synopsis is. A Korean woman processing her mom's death. Is that it?
That sounds right.
And part of it is like H Mart is like since it's a Korean-based market. It factors in a lot of like the memories of so that's part of it. But it's supposed to be very touching. I got it. And then I was just like, I never read it. I have that symptom when it's like you're like perusing a bookstore and you're like, oh. And you're like, maybe I'll buy it. And then you forget
interesting, and then just get like
forget to read it. Which is why I've made a habit when I go to a bookstore. Now I just star it on like my Apple Books or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just keep
come back to it later.
Come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
I like quality books.
Yeah. Physical books are so much cooler, but yeah, it's like I do all my reading on my phone.
Mm-hmm. There we go, shard. And we will have to go back to the place where all the shards are later so we can open all those fancy thingies. Those doors.
I don't think my brain is wired to listen to them right.
Sometimes I find them a little easier to get into, but it depends.
Yeah, my dad, he has been driving so much lately because he goes back and forth between Delaware, Annapolis, and Weston, so he's been doing a lot more audiobooks lately. Like, that makes sense when you're like in the car all the time. It's like a good medium for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm the type of person who wants noise when I drive a car, but it's like, if it's conversation, I'm fine, but if it's a book, it turns out I'm not as good at that. So I need music, like that's the better.
Oh yeah.
Because then it's enough noise, but I can also tune it out if I need to.
You know, I'm just reminded of something kind of funny that I think it was Stan Lee once said about comic books and digital comics. He said, like, comic books are like boobs. Staring at them on a computer is nice, but I'd rather hold one in my hand. Which, I mean, I do get that.
Yeah. I've always appreciated money.
It took me to this really cool, like, comic book and music store in Annapolis.
Ooh.
Help look for a present for my sister. she likes reading manga, but neither of us can remember like what she's read or like what's on her bookshelf. So we're like, I was like, man, I wish I could even just remember a couple of titles so I could like ask someone who works here, like, what would you recommend for someone who likes XYZ? But we skipped that, and then we saw all these really cutesy little different themed cookbooks, and there was a Studio Ghibli bento box cookbook.
Ooh.
That's so cute.
So I was like, Dad, get her this, and then buy her like 2 bento boxes to do like lunches for her and Granddad. And he's like, yeah, you think? I mean, she'll love it. It's like, it's so cute, and it was like, open it up to one page and had like how to do the little sleeping rice cat in a blanket. It was so cute.
Oh, that's fun.
I think like
Yeah.
the like media-based books.
Ah.
There's like a Stardew Valley cookbook.
Yeah, there were so many of them. There was like Star Wars ones, Game of Thrones ones. There was like multiple Studio Ghibli ones. There was ones that were like just Totoro, ones that were just like Ponyo and like specific ones.
That's fun. Yeah, I will say if you ever are looking for manga recommendations for your sister or otherwise, Chris is also very good at that. And I can definitely pass on any questions you have to him. Okay.
Now, isn't this better? Getting the burden of that lie off your chest.
And exchanging it for the burden of everyone hating me.
Okay, so this is good actually, because it means that even if we reset, like this just happens, so it doesn't actually make a difference.
We're good. Now that you know who you are, you can stop doubting yourself and start hitting crap again.
Why don't we hit a few bottles first, huh?
There, see, so Iron Bull's still cool. Okay, here it is. Big statue. Looks like it's below the statue. But yeah, Iron Bull's still cool with Black Ball, with his secret. Okay.
That's the last of them here. This would make a good lookout post.
Okay. I think I do remember seeing a big Colossus statue, and I think it was over here. It was where, yeah, it was beyond where we found all this railing that had no scaffolding.
That one railing? It's the whole goddamn place! Railing site.
A distressing amount of...
Yeah, like this obviously is like proper.
Yeah. Well,
Except it, but not the stairs.
Some of it's a little...
Questionable.
Yeah.
Someone gave up partway through.
They had a change in contractors, and the new one was just trying to...
Oh yeah, like, cause like, look at this. Look at this. Where is the there's no railing here.
Yeah, asking for a lawsuit. Look, she hit her head.
See, exactly. We could sue. Yeah. Oh yeah, nothing here. Nothing here. Yeah, this is not. Yeah, we figured out last time what the French OSHA is still just OSHA, I think, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, where's the Orlesian OSHA? Come on, guys.
What do they have against railings?
A unique form of Darwinism.
Yeah, this is definitely kind of asking for a Darwin Award thing, for sure. Okay. So, we're looking for a big Colossus statue, which I think I do remember seeing earlier. Somewhere around here. Yeah. Colossi, famously, usually large.
Very hidden.
Okay, it's not those, but...
Those are 6 samples.
Yes, they are. And they're well lit, too, which I appreciate. And we got bees. Ah, hear those sounds of pain from bee stings. I love the smell of bee stings in the morning. It smells of victory.
More cool samples. Like weightlifting.
Oh yeah. Those guys definitely lift, bro.
I will say worst form of exercise. I think.
So you're not big on arm day then?
I'm not big on arm day. I'm actually fine with leg day.
Okay.
I don't do anything days.
I did get. I'm waiting for a new walking pad to come to my place. I did order a different walking pad, but they forgot one of the wheels. I was like, I'm just gonna send it back and do a new one. Like I'm like, it's chilly. Can't really walk around in this weather.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're past that point.
We're past, so now I gotta make my own hot dog. And it has like a little handle thing, and then you can like rest yourself. And then I
Well, that is cute.
Look at me, I'm a person who walks.
You're the lady who walks.
Yeah.
Like company, but walking instead of lunching.
Yeah.
Well, you do lunch too.
I do lunch.
Okay.
More than I breakfast. Not really breakfast.
Yeah, but generally same.
More of a brunch.
Love me a brunch.
Love a brunch. But a breakfast?
One of those things that threw me. Oh, I get it. So maybe... Remember when we saw a head, and I was like, there's a big statue head, and I was like, wait, is that a head? And you were like, oh yeah, that's totally a head. Yeah. I'm wondering, is that meant to be the Colossus?
We do be struggling.
So maybe actually finding the Colossus is a bit tricky. But I thought I saw like there was a thing where we read like a codex entry about it. Hang on. Yeah, let me go back to journal collections. No, what was C? Is that it? Or codex. History. Chant, Departed, Dwarven Ruins.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The study of the Fifth Blight. Yeah, this is all the stuff we found. Emperor Florian. No, those are the Dwarven. That's a compilation of the story we found. The Florian. Canticle of Transfigurations. The gods and the Dalish deities. Chantry Trail Signs, Ritual Tower. The Way of Necromancer, Winter Palace, One Pillars. No, it's not there. This one. Oh, these are the songs we've been overhearing. Nice. And all the constellations, too. And Harden Hightown. Nice. Okay. Alright, I'm going to ask Chris for another hint. Because, like, Alright, I fell while I was walking too close to the edge. See, this is why you have railings.
If only there was some sort of solution to this problem.
Thetis really needs...
Alas.
Thetis really needs OSHA. That's the big lesson here.
I guess we'll take care of the rift thing first, and then look into railings.
Yeah. I mean, rifts are in fact a safety hazard, right? Maybe they would in fact fall under OSHA.
Rift, we defeat the bad guy, everyone's rejoicing, and we're like, alright everybody, now that we have your attention, there is a serious issue. A pandemic across this land.
Task number 1 as Inquisitor post-rift. Install railings.
True. Maybe if this world doesn't have OSHA, maybe the Inquisition needs to... Yeah. Maybe the Inquisition needs to found OSHA.
We also need more ramps in general. So many stairs. For what?
Whenever I'm at my dad's place in Annapolis, I feel like I get such a workout because it's like 4 floors. And you're just like constantly going up and down stairs.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why am I so sure?
Like, they might not have the... I mean, they might have the technology to make lifts of some sort, but if not, ramps.
There's definitely been some pulleys or some shit that we've seen. They can figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we can at least use the angle of the rock to help orient us to where... Yeah, we clearly, if no one else is gonna do OSHA, we'll be OSHA.
I do remember hearing a person say that, like, accessible architecture, or accessibility, like, engineering is actually better for everybody.
Oh yeah.
The offshoot of, like ramps are, like, for accessibility, but also they're just nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to have. There's other reasons you might want a ramp at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a great point.
That is a great point, yeah.
Make things more accessible.
Okay.
What if not everybody is as able?
And also, like, as we get older, I feel like all of us start, you know, it just gets harder to walk through places.
Yeah. It's not unique.
Yeah, okay, so here's my thinking for this last one. So there's a high scaffolding, and like we're seeing like one of these from the back.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that high scaffolding is that. Whoop.
Once again, rails were not available the same thing.
Again, we need rails. Come on, people.
Also, these like weird gaps in between all of these like little bridges. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Someone on the build team. They did that thing again. For instance, switch teams.
New builder came in. They were on a time constraint.
Did not get the memo.
Was not doing things by the book.
Yeah, it's like, you gotta be like Lazy Town, right? You gotta do it by the book. You gotta do the cooking by the book. Never use a weird recipe, or the cake will turn out, or the building will turn out crazy.
I feel like it's like the architectural.
I think I know what your problem is, Dorian.
Oh my god.
I have only the one.
You see a man who's burned out, who left his people and entire life behind. And for what?
You're not suggesting we're similar.
How's that mirror treating you? Pretty picture, isn't it?
I may vomit.
Wait. I'll flex a little for you. Make it easier.
Oh.
Okay, now we're getting flirtier.
Yay!
I think hopefully that means we're moving toward.
We're definitely getting somewhere now.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. See, this is why we need, OSHA, because some people have disabilities, like they can't jump.
Just need a little bit of extra support, okay?
All of the other guys on the ledge just looking down.
I like to think that, like, she's like, no one help me!
Yeah.
Everyone's like, Inquisitor, please! I'll carry you! And she's like, no!
I can do it!
Like, and everyone's just like, alright, so we go shoot the shit for an hour while we wait for her to get up here? Or...
Yeah, this is gonna be the inspiration of a new Spike Lee movie called White Elves Can't Jump. Okay, come on. This...
Like, no joke, I was low-key hate this place a little because look at the amount of ladders. What is that?
Yeah.
I did not ask for this level of laddering.
Too many ladders.
Too many ladders. Not enough railings. I would file a complaint. 1 star.
Not enough shoots.
The statues are cool. So maybe 2 stars for the statues. But Doc 3 for everything else.
Yeah. That sounds about right. Okay, so that thing does look like the right angle for the back of the rock. And then... And... well... Again! OSHA! Come on, people.
Also the fact that the stairs aren't like they're just planks of wood. Just stacked on top.
Basically. Yeah, no one ever told Dan Widerski about this. I feel like this would just be like his actual hell. You know? Or Sarah. Like, this would just drive them slowly insane.
Like, For Dan, it would just be like, oh, those idiots. Sarah, she would just be like seething under her skin of like, what is this?
Yes. They would actually give her a heart attack. Okay. Come on. It's like the angle. Okay, so we have to move somehow so that this scaffolding is to, like, this high scaffolding has to move to the left of the big tall mountain. But I'm not sure how we get there. Because that's just gonna come further to... Whoa. Back here.
All the rocks are just so smooth.
Okay, Chris just gave me another hint that we're too close to the mountain. So we have to move further from the mountain. And we don't need to get on the scaffolding. Okay. So we gotta get further.
All that time on the scaffolding was just wasted. All that climbing. Come on.
Yeah, like Maria was wrong. You know, don't climb every mountain or ford every stream.
Some you can just leave there.
Yeah.
This can't be the right way.
I feel like I don't ever see, or like, I've seen the adaptation movie and also the original stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I usually don't see like the sound of music.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I feel like it's a hard one, and that it's either you're casting a bunch of adults as kids, or you find a bunch of talented kids.
Yeah, that's true.
Of like 12 different ages, like
the Von Trapps are a hard family to cast.
One, it's a big cast in general because it's like you need a bunch of nuns, and then like a bunch of Nazis, and then a bunch of like they can't all necessarily cross over and play each other. We could to a certain extent, but it would. I just think it'd be difficult to get a good cast for it.
No, yeah, but it would have a big main cast just because of the family itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Okay. So now we're getting further from the actual mountain. That is. maybe if we come up here, it'll line up the right. Okay, definitely. Okay, so the rock itself looks kind of roughly the right angle. Now we're just looking for the scaffolding, I think. Or maybe we're supposed to infer that the scaffolding is not there anymore somehow. I mean, I wish we could keep it as a pet, because that'd be fun. Okay.
I keep wanting like a mount of some sort.
Well, the problem is that when we do have a mount, but when you ride mounts, you don't get the conversations triggering. So that's the dilemma. All right.
I just want an animal companion.
Once we finally get these two to screw, we can start we can start using mounts more often, I promise. Okay. I mean, that looks pretty close to the right angle. Chris has been kind enough to hold that out for me. Actually, wait, it's more like... Yes, like this. Okay.
Sand went down the wrong way.
Oh god, yeah, that's the worst. Okay. Let's see. You look at this angle. This angle looks roughly right. So... that looks almost exactly like the angle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so I'm thinking they're trying to get us to infer, basically, that the Colossus was being built here but isn't anymore, and that's why the scaffolding isn't there. So, according to the picture, it looks like it should be at the bottom of where the Colossus would have been. So we're going to go across like this. Chris says colder. Okay, so we're getting further from it now. Okay, so now we're at the Marco Polo point.
Always comes back to Marco Polo.
I'm getting to that point where, like, I'm starting to see stuff about Heated Rivalry. Like, I haven't watched Heated Rivalry, but I've been seeing, like, people make, like, fan comics about, like, I'm watching one where someone's literally asking, like, what heated rivalry is. Bro. And it's literally like, yeah, they're just gay hockey boys who kiss.
Although I was reading an article earlier today about how one of the characters introduced in like the 4th episode or something is a trans man who played for like the National Women's Hockey League. It's very interesting story that. I thought that was cool that they one try to get real hockey players and two have a trans man in a show about hockey players, which is traditionally like uber masculine.
That is cool.
Oh, man, I'm waiting for it to pull out put out all the episodes.
Yeah.
All 6 of them.
No, get ready for that binge.
Okay, warmer. So this is the right direction. Got it. Oh, okay. So this region is called the Colossus. So I guess maybe that wasn't. Okay. Oh yeah, and Mai, you were curious about confusion grenades. Try to use one. Not sure if that did anything, but oh well. Alright, I do see scaffolding. Oh, hang on. Big statue looking thing. Okay, hi, I see, this is the Colossus, I'm presuming.
Oh, that could be it. Could be. It is also quarter after 10, so once we wrap this little bit.
Yeah, I think we can get this fragment and head over to the tomb, and we should be good. And maybe if we are lucky, we will get one more interaction with our people before the end of the night. The Colossus of Orlais. Emperor Florian, in addition to being notoriously reclusive, was not fond of his own visage. Orlesian emperors and empresses are traditionally immortalized in gilded marble. Florian, forced to commission something, instead chose a red sandstone found only in the hissing wastes. He demanded his likeness be carved there, away from where he could see it.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks. This guy had major self-esteem issues. I mean, I can kind of relate, unfortunately, but yeah. When presented with an official proposal, the emperor drew idly on the paper, adding circles around the royal crest, the statue's eyes, and the dimensions and cost of the project. Florian's signature turned into an official court document, and he refused to entertain more modest proposals hastily drafted and sent to his chamber, as he considered the matter over and done with at last. Thus, the Colossus of Orlais was born. Dozens of sculptors, hundreds of miners, who don't have OSHA apparently, and 3 highly paid surveyors selected a suitably stable hill in the wastes to begin carving. A year into the project, workers discovered an old dwarven ruin, near the base of the statue. Believing this to be a sign that the ground was sturdy, the grand work continued until Florian's death, when Empress Celine took the throne and ordered work on the costly effigy effective immediately. The costly effigy cease immediately. We must give our subjects working on this noble project time to mourn, she said. Strangely, Empress Celine never ordered work on the Colossus of Orlais to resume, nor offered a place to transport it out of the wastes. Okay, so this was Celine's father. Then yeah, maybe that scaffolding over there was in fact built by the Orlesians. In which case, yeah, you guys need OSHA. We're gonna use our Inquisition powers to impose OSHA on you. I don't know why she didn't want it continued. Maybe it's just like it's in the desert. Who gives a fuck? Is her thinking.
Well, he is the emperor. Like, he could have been. I feel like, what if I did want a statue?
Yeah, I guess.
Me?
Yeah, I guess maybe the Civil War also might have kind of distracted them.
Yeah, building statues.
Come on, Bull, get out of the way. Up, there you go. Alright, let's see. The surface they would hide from the war that took their home. That sounds like an incomplete sentence, so I'm thinking that's not the start. The strife that destroyed Tigh sundered houses from weapons that clan used against clan. That also doesn't sound like a full sentence. Yeah. So, his own clan and his 2 sons followed him Farewell to the pitiless surface. Okay, that might be the start. And I see there's a comma, so probably. Farewell, Paragon. Okay. Farewell, Paragon fled from the strife his brilliance created. Maybe. His own clan and his 2 sons followed Farewell, the pitiless surface. Farewell, Paragon fled from the strife his... the surface where they went to the surface and the strife that destroyed clans. Okay, so this seems like the one about his 2 clans. Oh wait, no. Okay, hang on, I got it. So he fled from the strife his brilliance created.
Oh,
The strife that destroyed Tigers. So he fled, and then the strife, and then whoop. Where was that? Yeah, he fled from the strife, and then he fled from the strife, and then over here. Oh wait, no, the other one. He fled from the strife, and then to the strife, and then his clans followed him to the pitiless surface. The surface that they would hide from the war that took their home. Okay, yeah, all right. So, I think this is the beginning. Varel Paragon fled from the strife his brilliance created. That one worked. And then it was the opposite side. The strife that destroyed Tigers and sundered homes. Okay, so he fled from the strife that destroyed Tigers and sundered homes. And then over here I think it was his 2 clans and his clans and his 2 sons followed him to the pitiless surface. Yes. And then opposite over here, the surface where they would hide from the war that took their home. Yeah, okay. Bingo!
We're going to waltz inside and pick up what's there.
Are you objecting?
Nah, better us than the Venatori. Think about what's missing in these tombs, though.
What?
I've got a theory. Let's find the last one.
Yep, there we go. We got all the key fragments, so now we're going to go to the tomb that they unlocked.
A rather roundabout way of hiding one's key under the cornerstone.
And now we already know where the actual tomb itself was. We just got to walk over there. is this? Hmm. Hmm.
Rob Reiner might be dead.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Two found dead at Brentwood Mansion that belongs to director Bob Reiner. And
Oh.
someone comments it. Victims' ages listed as 78 and 68.
Oh no. And don't worry, we're almost to the, oh yeah, so like I was saying, Jordan, Best in Show was very funny. Yeah, like the couple who are just fighting constantly, and they're worried about how their dog reacts to running into them having sex. That part's really funny. Then you got
favorite is always them describing.
You could have been one of the charges, Blackwall. You've got
Well, I
the
was
stature,
at
the
Starbucks.
attitude. And
He
you
was at
be
the
my
other
boss.
yes, the other
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
I'm a great boss. I'm a
Went to the
firm
other
believer
Starbucks,
in
but then
past
he was
forever.
at the other
And a
Starbucks.
mercenary.
Oh yes,
And
iconic.
then he's like
Part of
talking
my
about
life.
drinks, and then
Why? Because you're better now. Because there's something wrong with working.
drink. He says he drinks, but he's like talking about how his drink order has changed. He's like, and then I switched to the like soy Americanos.
Yes.
He's like, and I thought that was really sexy.
Yeah. Yes, you should see Best in Show at some point.
The thing about my guys, they're honest with them.
Get out the LLB catalog and you'd have 10 minutes, and I'd say, "What's new, honey?" And she would have 10 minutes to go through and point out all the things that are new. And then one of my all-time favorite lines, she's, "You're so lucky to have been raised amongst catalogs." And it's like Parker Posey's. She's
Yes.
doing it like so intensely. It's so fun. I love
It is hilarious.
absolute favorite part of the movie is the deleted scene, actually.
Oh, I haven't seen it, okay.
Christopher Guest's character, Harlan Pepper, takes them out to his cabin in the woods, and you can see through the windows that stuff to the beach balls. He said, "This is my beach ball collection." And just starts showing off his beach balls, and then takes one out, and you can see the scene here. It's so awesome. Yeah, Best in Show is probably my favorite. And then A Mighty Wind. Waiting for Guffman is probably third.
Yeah, Waiting for Guffman was pretty good. I will say something about it didn't hit quite as hard for me as A Mighty Wind and Best in Show. It's like having done plenty of theater, including community theater, I feel like they could have done like more with it than they did.
That's one of his earlier ones. But
Yeah.
then, This is Final sorry, I forgot This is Final That's second. A Mighty Wind's third. And Probably Waiting for Guffman. probably like the Netflix show mascots. I think the weakest is For Your Consideration.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
How, they're filming a movie called Home for Purim, and like all of a sudden it starts getting Oscar buzz. All the actors are sort of like freaking out and like, oh, I'm gonna get nominated for an Oscar for this, but taking it so seriously. And the movie is so ridiculous. And then executives keep getting involved and like telling them to make it less Jewish. What if it wasn't Purim? So that the movie becomes like Home for Thanksgiving and like Matthew O'Hara's character is this played a mentally challenged prostitute in her youth in some film within the movie, and it's like all this plastic surgery. It's entertaining, it's just not as good.
Yeah. Have you seen any of these movies, Mai?
I have not.
Yeah, they're they're actually very funny mockumentaries. Yeah, again, the best ones I think definitely are Spinal Tap, A Mighty Wind, and Best in Show. And it's by the guy. So Christopher Guest in Princess Bride, he was the six-fingered man.
Okay. Yeah, he's married to Jeremy Lee Curtis. Been together for like 40 years. They have a trip.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It was as funny as I remember.
I haven't watched that since it came out. Although I'm probably about to start getting into my Christmas season watching. Oh. Old favorite Christmas movies. I like to watch all of the claymation ones. Santa Claus is Coming to Town has always been my favorite.
Hmm.
Find a bad Christmas film.
Oh, there's a lot.
Like a horrifically bad.
There are a few.
There are quite a few, yes.
Is there one I think it's like an animated movie called like The Christmas Tree or something? That's just like horrifically mean-spirited and badly animated.
It's really funny though. We should try to find it. The Hallmark reality show Finding Mr. Christmas.
Oh my god.
It's hosted by Jonathan Bennett from Mean Girls, and it's a bunch of like hot dudes competing for the lead role in a Hallmark Christmas movie. And they make them do acting challenges and then also just other random challenges. And it's like they have to like decorate an ugly Christmas sweater and talk about what it means to them. And then like this one time for an acting challenge, they also put in an extra morality test to see if they have, you know, the heart of a Hallmark leading man. I don't know what the exact reasoning for it was.
Yeah.
But so their acting challenge was they had to like meet with the lead girl and like skate around this rink and do this unscripted scene while skating around the rink. And their challenges were either when they went out, the scene was done, when they went to go bring their skates back to the stand, the person would knock over all their skates. So it's like, did they help them pick them up? And the other one was like, as they were finishing the scene, another skater would fall down. And it's like, would like skate over and help them on the ice.
Yeah.
So everyone passed except for one guy.
Oh, we opened it. Yeah, everyone passed except for one guy.
One guy who was totally fucked because everyone else had theirs happen like before or after the cameras were rolling. This happened while the cameras were rolling and they're in the scene. So kind of just like made a joke since it was like a spectacle and like kept going with the scene, and then like he didn't help her up, but it was like, dude, he didn't know what to do. He thought he was ruining the take. Like, one guy got eliminated because he loved his wife too much.
Okay.
Like, you have to have the illusion of being available. You're talking about your wife too much. You gotta go home. One time they just had to do like shirtless pictures with puppies.
Okay.
It's a ridiculous show. One time they had to like pick through like an ice block or something to get like an axe or something, and then like cut down a pine tree and then drag the pine tree like 40 yards or whatever, and then like dig through this other thing of snow to get some. It was so good. My aunt and I were drunkenly watching it last year when it was like up there for Christmas. We like heard about it and like, let's watch this, and we were both like, this is amazing. And it's like some of the guys were like, yeah, I'm a male model, and it's like, and some of the guys were like, yeah, I just got back from a touring company in Hamilton. And it's like, okay, well, there's different talent levels here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think the Hamilton guy was like a black guy who had like locks and dreads. And I was like, he's so talented and I love this guy. They're not going to pick him to be the leading man in a Hallmark film.
Because racism?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I will say, I think Iron Bull is going to, when we do take the stuff in here, Iron Bull's going to have an interesting interjection.
I've never seen a room like this before. Is this what the Venatori were after?
Probably. Good job.
Earlier, you said something was missing from these tombs.
Pits, arrow traps, anything to stop us. They thought the guy buried here was so important no one would ever think of robbing him.
They don't know people, then.
I know. It's downright Kunari.
Interesting. Alright, I will say we did finish that mural, so I'm actually going to take us back there just so we can see why there's that random guy standing by the door who I keep running into, because he can explain to us now that we've finished one what the murals mean. But we did it. We solved the puzzle. And we did get some help, but I feel like we did actually, like, investigate, you know? Like, we used our brains. Alright, yeah, it's this guy.
Stone mat, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Here you go, Inquisitor. I wrote up some thoughts. Hope it adds to the effort.
Yeah, so one of these, let's see, Codex. Yeah, the Mason's Tale. From what I can tell, this one is called Sacrifice. I'll get back to that later. By two sculptors, and I'll get back to that sooner. The sculptor's gone to the trouble of faces. I'd guess she worked from portraits, which means there were people who considered themselves important enough to need them. The scene is a classic example of don't do this, because the sculptor hates them. It's in the way it's carved, all fast, hard edges. Uglier than they need to be, even for your average Tevinter who, and this isn't just me mind, stands like a lanky vein of lyrium. He just really hates Tevinters, I guess. But don't mistake that for sloppy carving. It's natural, practiced. The carver knows Tevinter. Bet she is one, and it's self-hate probably. And obvious enough, there's skulls all over, and too big and horned. That brings to mind your Kunari. And fair enough, right? The Tevinters hate Kunari, and have ever since they showed up. No Magister wants his mouth contradicted, let alone stitched. So it makes sense they're here, even that early, I suppose. Because this is probably that business of readying to invade the Fade, and giants with horns are a good motivator to sodding hurry up. Odd thing, though, is that these two are not the only Kunari in the carving. The one in the middle was sculpted with horns, and someone has gone in later and chipped them off. You can tell by the surface of it. Well, maybe you can't, but I can. Seen it happen time and time again. Tastes change, and the ancestors' nudes are suddenly embarrassing. So in comes a new hand to paint on some clothes. And here, judging by the marks, to cut away horns and make the victim look human. Some proud new order owner didn't want to throw out the antiquity, but also didn't want people to think Grandmama sliced up Kunari. Looks like they didn't care if she kept her heads around, though. So, the Carvers both wanted to show Tevinter being shits, but the later one didn't want to show what about. And that's usually to avoid blame or deny credit. Or be an arse, I suppose. Interesting. So yeah, let me look at the one that he's talking about, because he's like, we want to show that Tevinters are idiots. Oh yes, it's this one, because you can see it's fully filled out. Okay, so let me see if we can, yeah. I think, yeah, this is not well lit. I think you can see a horned skull here. That's what he's talking about, though. And, yeah, because he's like, okay, well, there are some people in the paintings that used to have horns, then they removed them. I can't quite make that out, but I can see there are some people, and I guess, yeah, they do seem kind of angry. And yeah, there's a lot of jagged edges and stuff, like he says. And yeah, the horned skull. Okay, so yeah, that's what this guy is for. Gatsy. Yes. All right. Actually, hang on. We should probably do the war table just because that's time dependent, and then I'll save and exit.
I would say the Hallmark reality show that's related to try and watch a Hallmark film.
I am curious about them, I will admit. If you do, take me with you.
There's one called Christmas Mail, and it's like crazy for like Hallmark films are their own brand of crazy, but this one's like it's about a postal office worker and like a woman who's like Santa's daughter, and like they follow like she's secretly like Santa's daughter, and she's like
sure
children's fun, and then his boss, the postal worker is like, you need to spy on this woman, and it's kind of just crazy because I'm just like, with the Hallmark movies, it's like you gotta have at least one person who might be Santa or is Santa during Christmas.
Oh yeah, this is the person whose tongue we had Liliana cut out. A dire act, a lesson learned by all, so cross us not, in deed or in thought. Don't fuck with us or we'll cut your tongue out. You know?
Ryder and his wife are dead. It's consistent with the knife.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, this is Sunderland, the guy who we just keep running into. Let's see. It's irrelevant who noticed the dark spawn, your worship. Such pockets are not uncommon. We understand you can't allow such things on trade routes you wish to exploit. Unfortunately, we cannot allow external forces to cross our holding. Instead, we request sanction to act under your banner. It is a risk we are prepared to take because such partnership and the expected increase in status will be profitable. In turn, we will promise resources. We will remain committed to merely observing your greater struggle. I trust you understand. Lord Primont Al something, brought to our attention by Sunderland and his crew. Charming. She says, let's, you know, let's send Sunderland to take care of the thing. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's take that guy and he'll handle the thing. The Bulls Chargers met with several mercenary bands. Most were willing to break their contracts. The ambassador must have loosened the nobles up. Some just needed an excuse to bow out of any potential rebellion. The Orlesian nobles on our side were grateful to us for weakening our enemies. That gratitude should soon fill Inquisition coffers. Okay, nice. So we did the thing. Alright, press Orlesian nobles. Thanks to the efforts of the Chargers, the nobility is receptive to our efforts. Now would be a time to press them for more support. Liliana, which we'd have to wait for, the right word is whispered at the right time is more effective than an afternoon of pleasantries. Josephine, I know which nobles are willing to help and how far they can be pushed. Alright, I think she can handle that.
Inquisitor?
We just gotta find a thing for Cullen to do, and that'll be the end. Red Jenny attends a party. A memo from Josephine, written on a letter from Sarah. This guy is a special prick. Swats his people around. Thinks his sovereigns pay for it. Embarrass him at his own party and you please a dozen people. People with keys and little else. So, yeah, I think the best way to do it is just like, yeah, Cullen's we'll disrupt the event by having a training exercise outside. Sounds good to me. Let's do a Red Jenny prank with Cullen. Alrighty. And alright, thank you all for joining us, everyone. It's been fun.